from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of April 20th through the 26th. I'm Tori Farrell.
And I'm Maggie Cottle. Topping our newscast this week, students win at History Day event, teachers are finalists in the e-learning award, and Coddington students thrilled by animal presenter.
Topping our newscast this week, New Hanover County School students recently participated in Cape Fear Museum's History Day event. This year's theme was Leadership and Legacy in History. With a complete list of students who now qualify for the North Carolina History Day competition in Raleigh is YSN reporter Heather Jensen.
The Cape Fear Museum hosted 195 students competing in the 2015 National History Day Southeastern Regional NC District competition. National History Day encourages students to engage in an educational and historical experience to make the past come alive. Contestants presented their work in front of a group of judges and had the chance to teach others about their research. Winning this year in the Junior Division individual documentaries was Maya Bryant from Milliston, and the Junior Division group documentaries was Emma Rose Phillips and Ava Johnson from Milliston taking first place, and Malik Benat, Anderson Smith, Griffith Warren, and Bailey Rogers were also from Milliston taking third place. In the Senior Division individual documentaries, Dawn Duke from New Hanover High School took first place, while taking second place in the Senior Division group documentaries were Lila King, Eleni Stoikos, Mary Mann, and Kram Kazult also from New Hanover. In the Historical Papers category, Ella Cokes from Milliston took first place in the Junior Division, while Hannah White and Dupress Zumbro from New Hanover High School took first and third place, respectively. Williston Middle School students Emerson Wooline and Cora Willis took first and second place in the Junior Division of individual web pages, while Sam Anderson from New Hanover High School took first in the Senior Division individual web pages. Still in the web pages category, third place in the Junior Division group web pages went to Haley Rose and Gabby Douglas from Murray Middle School, while second and third place in the Senior Division group web pages went to Ben Meyer, Kate Spencer, and Tally Thompson, Colette Penegray, Joshua Turnage, and Claire Hines from New Hanover High School. The performance category was dominated by New Hanover High School. Cameron Howard took first place in the individual performances, while Brittany Pecoro and Hassler Robertson took first place in the group performances. Finally, Junior Division group exhibits winners were Katie Gestickler and Matthew Rivenbark from Noble Middle School. This regional competition inspired middle and high school students to venture outside the classroom and participate in an in-depth learning experience. Students took on the roles of researchers, developers, and specialists while creating their projects. The 2015 competition theme was Leadership and Legacy in History. Students from this year's competition will now compete in the state event on April 25th in Raleigh. Reporting for Your School News, this is Heather Jensen.
Recent research produced by a task force of psychologists and educational researchers associated with the National Association for Gifted Children indicated that high-ability students are generally at least as well-adjusted as any other group of youngsters. However, the research also found that gifted and talented students can face a number of situations that may constitute sources of risk to their social and emotional development. To focus on and discuss this topic in depth, a special AIG workshop featuring Dr. Richard Courtright, a gifted education specialist for Duke TIP, entitled Social and Emotional Characteristics of High-Ability Children and Youth was held at Coddington Elementary.
Focus in academics so much on the cognitive. This is about how kids feel internally, the emotional, and then interactions with others, the social component of what they experience sometimes when they get to school and at home as well.
Topics covered in the workshop included the myths and truths of giftedness and the theory of emotional development. Dr. Courtright broke down the positive characteristics of the gifted, both the cognitive aspects and the emotional side of the gifted student, and how the two work together. During his presentation, Courtwright pointed out to the parents that the Columbus Group, which operates a National Gifted Development Center, has indicated that the uniqueness of the gifted renders them particularly vulnerable and requires modifications in parenting, teaching, and counseling in order for them to develop optimally. It was an informative workshop for parents.
Wendy Kraft, Supervisor of Online Learning for New Hanover County Schools, and Jessica Milligan, Virtual Academy Coordinator at Hoggard High School, have been named finalists in the first annual North Carolina Virtual Public School 2015 E-Learning Advisor / E-Learning Coordinator of the Year Award. Out of 115 districts in North Carolina that uses NCVPS, the state identified 19 of the most impactful e-learning advisors / e-learning coordinators. 4 of the 19 were from New Hanover County Schools, and 2 of the 3 finalists were finalists chosen to move on to phase 2 in the selection process are NHCS educators. NCVPS will announce the Coordinator of the Year in May.
In other news, do you have a child between the ages of 8 and 12? Can you imagine his or her recipe being featured in a cookbook? Or the two of you representing your home state at a kids' state dinner at the White House this summer? If so, First Lady Michelle Obama, WGBH Boston, and the U.S. Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Agriculture invite you and your child to enter the 4th Annual Healthy Lunchtime Challenge and Kids' State Dinner.
Hello there, junior chefs. It's time to get started on one of my favorite events of the year, the Kids' State Dinner. But before we can fill out our guest list, we need your help. I want to see what kind of healthy dish you can cook up for this year's Healthy Lunchtime Challenge. All you have to do is get in the kitchen, get creative, and come up with a recipe that follows the My Plate nutrition guidelines, which means including fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and dairy. We'll pick a winner from every state and territory in the United States. And if you're chosen, you'll win a trip to Washington, D.C., and you'll get to be one of our guests at the Kids' State Dinner here at the White House. So what are you waiting for? Get cooking. Good luck, and I can't wait to see and taste the delicious dishes that you create.
In order to be eligible, lunch recipe submissions need to be created by a child between the ages of 8 and 12 and should follow the My Plate nutrition guidelines. Fruits and vegetables should make up about half of the recipe or dish, and it should also include whole grains, lean protein, and low-fat dairy. Submissions must include information about how and why they were created. A parent or legal guardian is required to fill out the entry form on his or her child's behalf.
Coddington Elementary was treated to a special show when Dan the Animal Man came to visit their school and show them some interesting animals. Dan is a North Carolina wild animal specialist and has appeared on Animal Planet educational programming and even been an animal consultant and trainer on multiple big screen productions. When Dan came to Coddington, he brought in and showed off 4 animals for the students to experience. He brought in a Eurasian eagle owl, a ball python, a lemur, and a North African crested porcupine. The students were able to touch the animal, and Dan showed off some tricks the animals could do. Dan gave the students a lesson on biology and different ways animals survive, and the students were excited to learn. Bringing in the animals was a great way to get out the students excited about science. After the lesson, the students asked many questions and showed higher level thinking by asking some tough questions. Both the students and the teachers loved the presentation. It was a huge success.
New Hanover County Cooperative Extension and Feast Down East announced that 3 New Hanover County schools are winners of $200 mini grants given by the North Carolina Community Garden Partners as part of their Gardeners Recreating Our World project. Award recipients include Bellamy Elementary School, Myrtle Grove Middle School, and Wrightsboro Elementary School. The schools will use the grant funds to build and/or enhance the school and community gardens. The grant requires the recipients to provide education to others in their community about the materials and share the information that they learned while attending the GROW workshop, which was held at the New Hanover County Cooperative Extension Office in November. Projects will provide education to the community by building school and community gardens and using those gardens as learning environments for students and community members.
New Hanover County School students recently participated in the University of North Carolina Wilmington's 2015 High School Mathematics Contest.
The high school students participated in a comprehensive 80-minute, 30-question examination. The contest questions covered various high school math topics including algebra, plane geometry, trigonometry, and analysis, as well as mathematical reasoning and general mathematical knowledge.
Participating schools were grouped into either Division I or Division II based on the size of the school.
From Hoggard High School, taking first place in Division I were Luke Guo, Kevin Hu, Torrance Yang, Austin Redball, Dylan Cook, Taeyun Oh, Jasmine Wang, Melanie Ferrari, and Ben Liu.
Taking second place in Division I was Laney High School team of Jordan Albright, Dominica Benikwitz, Rebecca Chang, Ronald Dombrowski, Rachel Locklear, and Christina Scott.
New Hanover High School took third place in Division I. Jesse Berliner Sachs represented the Wildcats.
In Division II, Isaac Bear Early College High School took first place. Team members were Adam Kateb, Giovanni Booty, Alvania Yuang, and Zachary Voorhees.
Also in Division II was Deepak Melwani from Wilmington Early College High School. Deepak Melwani.
The winners who qualified for the state finals will compete at the NC School of Science and Math in Durham at the end of the month. Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Snipes students make annual visit to Keenan House, 3rd annual Teacher Trot 5K race and fun run scheduled, and Ashley Art students win Big Scholastic Awards.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo on the latest news all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
In the 1920s, Sherwood Anderson used the theories of Freud to write about the private problems of small-town Middle Westerners in Winesburg, Ohio. Anderson portrayed his characters as leading unfulfilled and twisted lives. Anderson's prose, derived from everyday American speech, influenced almost every great American writer of the next generation. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools.
Welcome back to Your School News. Snipes Academy of Arts and Design students attended their annual reception held in their honor by the neighborhood group Friends of Snipes. The special gathering was held at Keenan House, home of UNCW interim Chancellor Bill Cederberg and his wife. We get this report from YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
The shining stars of Snipes Academy's 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade classes attended a breakfast in their honor at UNCW's Keenan House for their outstanding academics and positive behavior throughout the school year. They were greeted by Interim Chancellor Bill Cederberg and took a tour of the house.
My visit to the house, it was amazing. This is a huge house and it was a great experience. They were talking about us, how about never giving up, and it was fun. It was great.
Well, I think they have a nice and beautiful house, and I think that the people who built the house had a lot of, they were very artistic.
Following the tour and snacks, the students heard from 3 UNCW students about their pathways through school and their goals in college. One shared her experiences in international studies. The students were thrilled to discover she could speak French and kept asking her to translate words. Another student shared his experience as a college student, majoring in English with a double minor in African and Native American studies, while the 3rd UNCW student amazed the Snipes stars with his studies in psychology.
I learned that to persevere and never give up of my dream. I learned from one of the students is to never give up, keep on trying, and just go for what you're reaching for. Go for your goal. I think they're good students and I want to be like them.
This was the third annual Shining Stars reception, and the students were really excited about this opportunity.
And what I thought about the house was it was very cool because, you know, like I never got to be in the mansion before, and it was cool because it had 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, and I never been in a house with that many like bedrooms and things like that.
The event was made possible by Friends of Snipes, a group of neighbors in the Snipes district who call Snipes their neighborhood's school. While none of the Friends currently have children in elementary school, the Friends of Snipes recognize the significance of being involved with children around them. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
The third annual Teacher Trot 5K Race and Fun Run presented by Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington is Saturday, May 2nd. The event will begin at 8 o'clock a.m. and will be held at Ashley High School. Proceeds raised from the event will help to support staff wellness and student physical education programs. The event is being sponsored by Hendrick Toyota, Ashton Farm, Pierce Group Benefits, Shaver Chiropractic, T-Mobile, and other supporting community sponsors. The Teacher Trot is a great opportunity for New Hanover County Schools employees, students, and parents and community members to run together in an effort to build our district's wellness programs. Many schools have formed teams and will compete for awards that include Most School Spirit and Most Participation. In addition, awards will be given to the top 3 finishers in the following categories: age groups, best overall, and teams. Registration is now open for the New Hanover County School Teacher Trot. Registration costs are $25 for adults and $15 for students. Race day registration will be $30 and will begin at 7 o'clock a.m. You can register online. For additional information, contact Jessica Elliott at jessica.elliott@nhcs.net or 910-254-4304.
Recently, the Eastern/Central North Carolina regional competition for the Scholastic Art Awards was held at the campus of Barton College in Wilson, North Carolina. The Scholastic Art Awards have celebrated 84 years as a unique presence in our nation's classrooms by identifying and documenting outstanding achievements of young artists. New Hanover County schools competed against many prestigious schools and school systems from across the state. With a complete report is YSN reporter Dylan Grace.
21 Ashley High School art students recently earned over 60 regional Scholastic Art Awards, including 33 Gold Keys, 20 Silver Keys, and 8 honorable mentions. All of the Gold Key entries went on to national judging in New York. Each year, 300,000 regional Gold Keys works are submitted nationally, and only the top 1% are recognized at the national level. For the second year in a row, Ashley had a national gold medal winner. This year, Addison Casey won the gold medal for her ceramic piece, Blue Striped Teapot Form, which was the only ceramic work chosen from North Carolina. Her work is now on display all month in New York City's Carnegie Hall. This year's Ashley Scholastic Art winners are Matt Allegretto, Madison Arthur, Zoe Batson, Gina Bonini, Erica Buchanan, Addison Casey, Sophia Copeman, Britton Dietz, Brooke Faulkner, Griffin Faulkner, Brianna Halstead, Natalie Kazdan, Haley Kaisaker, Julia Koff, Summer Nicholson, Maxwell Reinbachs, Lillian Rogers, Amity Sanderson, Taylor Sexton, Haywan Song, and Lane Thompson. Since 1970, Barton College has hosted the Scholastic Art Awards for the largest regional district in the state. Currently, with 62 counties from Winston-Salem to the coast, the Scholastic Art Awards provide the opportunity for teenagers to have their work exhibited in prestigious galleries and is the nation's most prestigious recognition program for artists and writers. Reporting for Your School News, this is Dylan Grace.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we have the information you need to know on the third annual Teacher Trot 5K Race and Fun Run.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill O Fair. Your School News will continue after the break.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back to Your School News. All this month, our B Block has been devoted to making Earth Day every day.
For more than 40 years, Earth Day, April 22nd, has been a powerful focal point for inspiring and mobilizing individuals and organizations worldwide to demonstrate their commitment to environmental protection and sustainability.
During this month, we are celebrating and explaining the many ways we can help the Earth all year long. Through a billion acts of green, people each day are taking small steps in their homes, schools, and businesses to make Earth Day every day. We wrap up our series with a look at energy. Scientists have reported recently that the world is heating up even faster than predicted, and that the consequences could be severe if we don't start reducing emissions of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that are trapping heat in our atmosphere. Since we rely on energy for everything we do every single day, energy conservation is important to all of us. We get a report from YSN reporter Cassie Williamson.
As the energy consumption rates rise, the importance of energy conservation is becoming more and more important. In 2010, the United States was the second largest energy consumer in the world. Each one of us uses energy every single day for almost everything we do. From cooking to lighting to transportation and even entertainment, energy is a very significant part of our day-to-day lives. Energy resources are very limited, making it very important for us to find ways to use energy wisely. It will not only be beneficial to our planet, but to us as well. There are numerous benefits that come from becoming energy efficient. Energy efficiency saves you money. The average U.S. household spends about $5,550 a year on energy alone. Buying energy-efficient appliances and making improvements in your home can help save you hundreds of dollars. Energy conservation even benefits the economy. While energy efficiency helps you save at home and at the pump, it helps businesses and city, state, and federal governments save on a much bigger scale. And the most obvious, energy efficiency is essential for our environment. When we use less energy, we save precious natural resources and cut down on pollution. Embracing energy conservation will benefit your life, the lives of future generations, as well as our environment. We have to start using our energy sources wisely because eventually they're going to run out. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
Thanks, Cassie. Join us next week as we kick off a brand new series.
It's time now for this week's lunch bill of fare. Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, Creed Rassin, lunch menu analyst, joins us with this week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working in New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks. Welcome to this week's lunch bill of fare. We've got a great menu this week with lots of international cuisine. So let's take a look at this week's menu. On Tuesday, April 21st, have a nice school-cooked meal of orange chicken with rice, a pork chop sandwich, or cheesy breadsticks. To wrap up the meal, there's macaroni salad, glazed carrots, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, April 22nd, have a fantastically good time at lunch and enjoy either a chicken quesadilla with a Spanish rice, breaded mozzarella sticks, or a bacon cheeseburger. Along with those tasty treats, enjoy a pasta salad, corn, a garden salad, and diced pears. On Thursday, April 23rd, experience an amazing lunch with a lasagna roll-up with a roll, BLT sandwich with cheese cubes, or oven-fried chicken with rice. Choose from an assortment of sides including tomato and cucumber salad, a macaroni salad, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, April 24th, end the week on a high note and chow down on a hot dog with chili, Italian combo hoagie, or chicken nuggets with a roll. Add your choice of macaroni and cheese, baked beans, carrot sticks, garden salad, and spiced apples. For this week's healthy tip, we recommend that adding fish to your diet. Fish has many nutrients and antioxidants that our bodies need and can be hard to find in other foods. Starting this week off on Monday, April 27th, enjoy chicken Alfredo with a breadstick, French bread pizza, deluxe chicken sandwich, added slices of garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, garden salad, and mixed fruit. Now recapping this week's lunch menu. On Wednesday, we have a delicious bacon cheeseburger. On Thursday, we have a wonderful lasagna roll-up. And we round out the week with chicken nuggets. That's this week's lunch bill of fare. Remember to eat healthy at school and at home. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill au Fair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we take a field trip to Airlie Gardens with the students from Holly Tree Elementary.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Almost half of all parents who suspect their child has a problem learning wait a year or more before getting them help. Why? When there's so much they could be achieving. Kids with learning disabilities are smart. They just learn differently. Call or visit us on the web now.
Welcome back to Your School News. In the 3rd grade, students learn about plants and soil and what better way there is to learn and reinforce knowledge on the subject than by visiting the famous Airlie Gardens.
That is exactly what the 3rd grade students of Holly Tree Elementary School did, and boy did they have some deep-rooted fun.
The day started with the young scientists learning about topsoil and its benefits, which include nutrient retention to keep plant life healthy as well as preventing erosion.
They also saw many kinds of leaves, but they all had one thing in common. They changed sunlight into energy through photosynthesis.
The leaves absorb carbon dioxide from the air, and with water that comes through the roots of the plant combines these elements and releases the oxygen into the air.
By this exchange, plants maintain a level of oxygen in the air that benefits all living things.
Throughout the day, the kids had a lot of fun and learned along the way.
They had so much fun that many of the students wanted to stay even longer, but at the end of the day, they were content with what they learned and were happy they had fun in the process.
That does it for this edition of Your School News, recapping on some of our main stories. Students win a History Day event, teachers are finalists in e-learning award, and Coddington students thrilled by animal presenter.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online, and don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Tori Farrell, and on behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great week.